So we know that Kendrick has called out Drizzle Pop for being a master manipulator. But there's another master manipulator in the game that has, for a long time, gone under the radar. But now we're seeing the light shine on him too. J. Cole, talking about you, front and center. J. Cole stands for nothing. And shout out to the reactor community over on the Tube of You, because they have really kind of helped me see him for who he is. Now, I've always been a fan of J. Cole. I think he is an awesome lyricist, and I still do. But the thing about it is I've lost a lot of respect for him, because he has proven that even though he is a masterful lyricist, he absolutely stands for nothing. The problem with J. Cole is he's such a people pleaser that he will flip-flop on everything. And I do mean everything. I mean, think back to 7 Minute Drill. He basically said that he only fired that shot because, his boys were hitting him up saying, "What you gonna do, Cole?" So he did 7 Minute Drill because he felt some type of way, or he let people get into his head, so he says, about like that. And yes, Kendrick did, when he says it's time for him to prove that he's a problem, that line in particular was aimed at J. Cole. And Cole stepped up to the plate and he hit him with 7 Minute Drill. And then he felt so bad about it that he pulled that song from streaming services, even though you can still find it, because once it's out there, it's out there. And he apologized. Now, at the time, though, I actually, even though people were clowning him for it, I actually respected his decision to apologize and pull the song, because he realized that he was stepping into an arena that he couldn't hang in. And that was about the realest thing he did. But then he comes out with Port Antonio. That's when my respect for him started to crumble. Like, seriously, how are you going to pull the song because you felt like, oh, well, I would have lost a brother and blah, blah, blah. But then you turn around and you still going to fire shots at him in Port Antonio and still try to piece up with Drake, when you can see that Drake and Kendrick are definitely not on the same side. You are still so busy trying to play both sides that you just make yourself look weak. Cole, I lost respect for you after Port Antonio. But now, looking at the bigger picture, I'm realizing you have always been a people pleaser, and that's not a good thing. I even can go back to Workout, which kind of ties into the latest when he's at Dreamville Fest this year. He was on stage bigging up Kanye. Why? Kanye and Drake right now are what's wrong with hip hop. They really? And I don't even have to go into the details of why Kanye is problematic at this point. And again, I was a Kanye fan back in the beginning, but he lost his way, lost his daggone mind. And the stuff that he's doing now, even though a lot of people will chalk it up to, oh, well, it's his mental illness. And yes, he is dealing with mental health issues, but he's a jackass. Let's just break it all the way down. And being a jackass has nothing to do with his mental health issues. Two things can be true at the same time. A person can be a jackass and have mental health struggles at the same time. Exhibit A, Kanye West. But moving on. Cole was actually on stage bigging up Kanye because Kanye produced Workout. But if you go back, and he actually spoke about this in an interview, he didn't even want to do Workout. That song came about because Jay-Z was putting pressure on him at the time to come out with a song that could cross over. So Cole ended up doing a song that was not true to who he was or what he wanted to project to the audience. And even though Workout was a big hit, it was not genuine to who he was. And this is the problem. Cole is such a people pleaser that he will happily step outside of who he is, or does he even know who he is? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe he's having an identity crisis. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's like he stands for nothing. And at this point, I can't respect the man. Like, I don't respect Jermaine. Yes, I still am a fan of Cole's lyricism. He writes great stuff. But does he even believe any of it? Because he's made it pretty clear that he doesn't even know where he stands on anything. He will flip-flop at any given time. And I cannot respect that.